that when Meghan wore Ralph Lauren trousers to Wimbledon 2 years later, she was not only breaking protocol, but was also sartorially reenacting the moment she purportedly solicited a date with Harry. In a sense, revisiting the scene of the first seduction, wearing the same designer, only this time as a duchess. We can only imagine how triumphant this must have felt. However, being a duchess, she was now expected to keep to the usual code for the royal box for official appearances, namely skirts and dresses, which is what Catherine opted to wear alongside Meghan, just as Queen Elizabeth did, seen here in 1977, and Catherine, Duchess of Kent, in this iconic image.
Kate's Wimbledon outfit looked identical to Meghan's outfit. So this outfit look of Kate's yesterday at Wimbledon was identical to Meghan's style and outfit look, right down to the ponytail and the overly long flared wide leg trousers. And remember, Kate used to wear coat dresses all the time and really short dresses that would blow up in the wind. But now Kate has co-opted Meghan's whole style. And you say Kate doesn't want to become Meghan, yet why is she dressing exactly like her? This is such desperation from Kate, knowing full well that Princess Meghan is coming over to the UK for a 5-day visit. And Kate is trying to dress like Meghan, but she can't pull it off. I mean, Kate has failed miserably at trying to achieve the Meghan look. And in Kate's deluded mind, she thinks that she can look just as good as Meghan in suits and wide leg trousers. But sorry, Kate, I'd give up now and admit defeat. But when did Kate ever wear a pantsuit jacket? Never. She's copying Meghan in that department. And why aren't people moaning about how Kate's trousers are too long and dragging on the floor? Because that's what you'd be saying now if this was Meghan at Wimbledon. And you're all hypocrites who can't admit that Kate is a psycho-obsessed stalker. I mean, Kate needs to stop trying to become Meghan. If she doesn't like her, then why does she dress up as her identical twin? And Kate has completely changed her whole style to match Meghan's. And at least the people with brains know that Meghan wore pantsuits first. And they showed Mrs. Coat Dress how it's done. And Kate's whole entire style changed after Meghan arrived. And yet you morons continue to praise copycat Kate, the duplicate, and then have the cheek to insult the original, which is Meghan. And see, we had Kate dressing like Diana a few weeks ago, and now she's gone back to dressing like Meghan yet again. I mean, Kate doesn't know what she wants. She has to copy Meghan's style and fashion as she knows and wants Meghan's identity as she has no identity of her own. And Kate even had to copy Meghan's ribbed tank top. So this was when Meghan went to Geneva. And if you find another photo where it's really close up, you'll see the ribbed pattern on it. And if you look at Kate's at Wimbledon yesterday, it's the exact same ribbed tank top pattern. The only difference is, I can say, is Meghan's was black and Kate's tank top was white. But that was it. It was a ribbed tank top. And Meghan, so this is basically it. So the one in the middle, can I just talk about, it's the ponytail. So this was when Meghan went to the Project Healthy Minds Gala in New York, the 9th of October 2025. And if you look at the ponytail, it's really, really pulled back at the top. They've really, really slicked it back. So it's so tight on her head. And look at Kate's yesterday at Wimbledon. It was really, really slicked back and tight again. And someone said, oh my God, that just looks like Meghan's ponytail. It's a replica of Meghan's ponytail. And obviously she's gone back to this gala look of Meghan's. She's had the time. She's got the time and the resources to copy and replicate. And you can just see it's identical, the ponytail. And Meghan did it first. 9th of October 2025. Kate did her ponytail 2nd of July 2026. And then the next one, obviously, these two either side of Meghan, was in Geneva, the Switzerland Loughrea Memorial, and that was on the 17th of May 2026 this year. And again, she had the wide leg flared black pantsuit trousers. She had the pantsuit jacket on. She had the ribbed tank top at the Geneva Loughrea Memorial. And it was a very baggy styled suit look. It wasn't your average clinched in tight one. And obviously when I saw Kate's in the top left hand corner in the blue one, I just thought, that's Meghan. She's actually trying to replicate that strut that Meghan did arriving at the Geneva Lost Scream Memorial, but she's failed because look at the difference. I mean, Meghan's suit is so beautiful, and then Kate looks like she's been through a hedge backwards. Look at the blazer and the trousers. I mean, everything's all creased and crumpled. And also, you've got to remember, she's deliberately copied and studied Meghan's look. She's copied the ponytail, and she's copied the pantsuit, jacket, and the wide leg long trousers and the ponytail. She's copied the whole look, the rib tank top. And another thing about the rib tank top, the brand is H&M, Henza Moritz. But if you think about it, H&M, Harry and Meghan, really? I mean, everyone would say Harry and Meghan when you hear H&M. So it's like she's done it deliberately because of the UK visit. Oh, I'm going to wear my tank top, which is from H&M. But everyone knows that Meghan calls Harry H and he calls her M. So that's why she's done it. It's like a subliminal message almost. Oh, yes, I'm going to wear that on purpose. And also, I don't think Kate realised that people would notice that she's gone and replicated Meghan's Geneva outfit look and hairstyle, because she'd say, well, I've done it in blue, so no one will notice, but I've noticed. Just because you did it in blue, Kate, doesn't mean no one's going to pick it up still. As soon as I saw it, I thought the tank top, pantsuit jacket, trousers, ponytail, and it just screamed Meghan. And again, it just shows you how pathetic Kate is. She can't leave it that Meghan is coming back next week to the UK. And this outfit of Kate's yesterday is lashing out her anger towards Meghan. She's angry. She can't do it any other way but to annoy her through her wardrobe choice. And she's done it like this. Oh, I'm going to replicate your ponytail signature look. I'm going to replicate your Geneva outfit. You did. You have replicated it, Kate, but you won't admit it. I mean, you don't like Meghan, yet you keep copying her style. And someone else said that. Why would you want to copy Meghan if she was rubbish? But it just shows you that Meghan is amazing, because Kate wouldn't copy her. Someone said that the other day. If Meghan was crap at the job, Kate would just do what she wanted to do. She'd just do her own thing. But because she knows Meghan is a pro at the whole role and duty of the job, she has to follow and copy her. And it's sad, because she never wanted her friendship, and she said to Meghan, oh, you don't want my fashion contacts, do you? And then we've got this yesterday, the cheek of Kate. It's unbelievable, really. She was the one pestering Meghan, oh, you don't want my fashion contacts. And look, she's just done the complete opposite and gone and stolen all Meghan's fashion ideas and styles. I mean, Kate was addicted to coat dresses. She never wore suits, pantsuits, nothing. And now we can't get her out of them. And as I said in my other video, this is the first time ever that Kate has worn a suit to Wimbledon. So again, I don't know if she's trying to get at Meghan by wearing a suit because she knows that Meghan started the suits, and also because of the TV show Suits. I don't know if she's trying to mess with her brain, but when you compare each comparison, I've done them in lines. So I've done it with the suit, the ponytail, and then the rib tank top. So you can just look at them. But personally, I think she's just studied this look, replicated it, and thought she was going to get away with it. But I've come on here to tell you because it's disgusting. She doesn't like Meghan, but she's constantly nipping at her heels, copying her wardrobe, copying her outfits. And what have we had from the media and the press about this? Nothing. Radio silence. We know she's copied Meghan. We know she's replicated the Geneva outfit. We're not going to talk about it. Why? Because it portrays Kate as a nutter, a stalker, a psychopath, a narcissist, a copycat, a woman that has to feed off Meghan's identity because she hasn't got her own. And then everyone that says, oh yes, Kate doesn't need to copy Meghan. or why is she doing it? Why is she copying Meghan if you feel like she doesn't need to copy her? She must do, because why has she done it? You say, oh, she doesn't need to copy her. Why would she want to copy Markle? But she has. You need to open your eyes, everyone, and just look at the photos. And again, the coverage, the PR coverage yesterday was everywhere. Everyone kept reminding people that she was there. It's just a joke. But when I saw this, I just thought that is identical to Meghan's styled outfit in Geneva and the hairstyle ponytail that she had at the gala in New York. It's disgusting and it has to stop.
Squadies, pull up a chair, because the Royal Press Pack is officially out here doing Olympic-level gymnastics, and Richard Eden is leading the squad. The hypocrisy is so wild, you genuinely cannot make this up. Let's go back for a second. When Meghan Sussex pulled up to Wimbledon, looking sleek, stunning and modern in a sharp pantsuit, Richard Eden and his buddies practically had a collective heart attack. They were clutching their pearls so tight they almost broke them, writing breathless think pieces, accusing her of destroying ancient royal traditions. They acted like she broke a sacred law just for wearing trousers, lecturing us about protocol like she showed up in sweatpants. But fast forward to right now. Kate walks into the exact same event wearing a virtually identical pantsuit, and what does Richard Eden do? He completely flips the script. Suddenly, he's tripping over his own feet to write sweet little love letters to Kate's outfit. Now the pantsuit is elegant. Now it's sophisticated and empowering. Are you kidding me right now? Same outfit, same tennis tournament, but two totally opposite reactions. The math is completely broken. Regular people see right through this garbage. The only thing that changed between then and now is the woman wearing the clothes. Meghan brought that authentic global star power and completely dragged royal fashion into the modern era, but they dragged her for it. Now Kate is out here trying to copy the exact blueprint Meghan already built, and the media wants to give her a standing ovation for it. It just proves the rules completely change depending on who they're trying to protect and who they're trying to tear down. Richard Eden's bias is loud, the double standard is wild, and honestly, the gig is officially up. The math is completely broken on this one, and the internet is absolutely losing its mind over the high fashion hypocrisy. Let's be real, the absolute double standard exploded all over social media because Kate stepped out at Wimbledon in a sharp blue pantsuit, and the royal media machine instantly threw her a standing ovation. The headlines were screaming about how sophisticated, elegant and empowering she looked, trading her traditional dresses for trousers. But wait a minute, the internet keeps the receipts. Regular people are looking at this like, hold up, didn't you guys literally crucify Meghan Sussex for doing the exact same thing at the exact same venue? When Meghan pulled up to Wimbledon looking stunning and effortless in her wide-leg trousers, the press acted like she had committed a literal crime against the crown. They were clutching their pearls, writing breathless think pieces, and lecturing her about sacred royal protocol. But now that Kate is out here trying to copy that exact same modern, down-to-earth energy, suddenly the outfit is a masterpiece. Regular people see right through the theatre. Same style, same tennis tournament, two completely opposite reactions. The only variable that changed is the woman wearing the clothes. Meghan brought that natural global star power and had the courage to drag royal fashion into the modern era, but she got burned for it. Now Kate is trying to hijack the blueprint Meghan already built, and the press wants to pretend she invented the concept of women wearing pants. You cannot fake flavour, and you definitely cannot out-hustle the lane Meghan created. The media will twist themselves into pretzels to give the palace a free pass while trying to erase the pioneer who did it first. The desperation to reinvent Kate is loud, the bias is wild. Squadies, let's throw it back for a quick second because we need a reminder of just how unhinged the royal rota truly is. The level of pearl clutching they did back in the day deserves an award for pure comedy. When Meghan first pulled up to the scene, she brought real-world global flavour with her. She looked at that tired royal wardrobe, which had been drowning in frumpy, suffocating florals and cookie-cutter coat dresses for decades, and said, yeah, let's modernise this. She stepped out in sleek, contemporary trousers and sharp pantsuits, looking completely effortless and effortlessly cool. And what did the royal rota do? They completely lost their collective minds. You would have thought she walked into the event wearing a swimsuit with the way these press people started gasping for air. They launched a full-on media meltdown, writing breathless think pieces and acting like a pair of well-tailored pants was a direct violation of sacred protocol and an attack on the crown itself. They lectured her about tradition like they were the fashion police enforcing medieval laws. Regular people were watching this at home like, are you guys for real? It's a pair of pants. It was so transparent. They just couldn't handle a confident woman of colour stepping into their stuffy space, shaking up the dynamic and looking absolutely flawless while doing it. The rota didn't want modern, they wanted obedient. Meghan blazed a whole new trail and took all the heat just for trying to bring the institution into the 21st century. The double standard they built back then is the exact same playbook they're running now, but the public sees right through the media theatre.
Squadies, let's stop dancing around the issue and call a spade a spade. This whole situation isn't some innocent fashion mix-up or a random change in style trends. No way. When you apply relentless, non-stop outrage to a woman of colour for wearing a pantsuit, but turn around and give a white royal a standing ovation for copying the exact same look, it has a very specific, very ugly name: systemic racism, plain and simple. Regular people look at this and don't need a dictionary to figure it out. It is so loud and so obvious. When Meghan pulled up looking sharp, modern and beautiful, the palace press machine went out of their way to paint her as defiant, disrespectful and out of line. They treated her like an outsider who didn't belong in their stuffy little club. But then Kate rolls out in the exact same style and suddenly the palace media drops to their knees to call it empowering. It's a joke. They are trying so hard to force Kate into the modern global lane that Meghan naturally owns, but the math just doesn't add up. The palace built this double standard brick by brick because they were utterly terrified of Meghan's authentic star power shaking up their old dusty system. They wanted to burn the trail Meghan blazed just so Kate could walk it in total comfort and collect all the applause. But the internet keeps the receipts and the global audience is way too smart for these slick games. You can't disguise institutional bias as a fashion critique anymore. The royal press pack thought they could just slide this one past us, but the global audience is way too sharp now. The old systemic playbook is officially busted. We are years out from the big royal split, and the media machine still thinks they can play these slick games, quietly moving the goalposts whenever it suits them. They really thought they could just delete the past, rewrite history, and bury the massive, undeniable impact of the Harry and Meghan blueprint. But regular people are watching this in real time, looking at these side-by-side headlines and saying, "Oh hell no, we remember exactly what you said." The internet keeps the receipts, and the crowd is not letting them get away with it anymore. When Meghan came in with that authentic global flavour, she showed everyone what real modern influence looks like. The palace spent years trying to tear down that blueprint, but now they are desperately trying to copy the exact same script, whether it's the documentary style, the modern outfits, or the down-to-earth vibes. The media wants us to forget the hate they spewed at Meghan for doing it first, but the audience is holding the line. You can't erase a pioneer, and you definitely can't fake the authentic star power Meghan naturally possesses. The public sees right through the media theatre. The double standard is fully exposed. You have got to love the absolute timing of the palace PR room, because they are out here moving like a broke magician trying to pull a rabbit out of the dusty hat. Let's be 100% real. The palace didn't just casually stumble into this new modern pantsuit era for Kate. No way. They rolled out this whole style shift with surgical precision for one reason and one reason only: to hijack the damn headlines right as Harry and Meghan are getting ready to touch down in the UK. It is pure comedy watching the gears turn inside that palace machine. They know the second Meghan sets foot back on British soil, her authentic star power, her global presence, and her effortless lane are going to completely rule the news cycle. The palace panic button got smashed so hard it's probably stuck. So what's their brilliant counter move? Quick, put Kate in a pantsuit, push her out the door to Wimbledon, and pray the media acts like she's a trailblazer. Regular people are looking at this circus and just laughing. It is so transparently reactive. The palace is literally running around playing defense, desperate to block the shine of the actual pioneer who brought modern flavour to the family in the first place. They want to steal the Sussex blueprint, but they're doing it with zero rhythm. You cannot out-hustle natural global influence by staging time distractions. The crowd sees right through the media games. The desperation is incredibly loud. Thank you all for watching, Squadies. Hope you enjoyed this podcast breakdown. I'm your host, Miles. Have a blessed weekend ahead, and let me know what are your thoughts in the comment section. Love you all, and goodbye.